Good morning, everyone. Till now, we have seen what is structural implementation, difference between structural implementation and formulation, factors which affect structural implementation, the framework of implementation. Then we have seen something like the issues which we have to keep in mind in order for a strategic implementation, like project implementation, procedural implementation, resource allocation, structural implementation, functional implementation, and behavioral implementation. We have already in detail seen what is project implementation, what are the different stages of project, procedure implementation, what are the different acts or policies which should be kept in mind when you are coming up with strategy implementation, and resource allocation, because resources being scarce, how we will be doing strategic budgeting, all these things we have already dealt with. Then today's topic is basically structural implementation. In today's session we will be mainly looking into what you mean by structural implementation, and what are the different types of structures which are there. So these are the two topic which will be dealt in this module. So let's see what is structural implementation. Structural implementation refers to an established pattern of relationship among among the components or parts of an organization. It is through the structure that the various parts of an organization are interrelated or interlinked. Okay, so the structure of an organization plays a vital role or a prominent role in strategy implementation. Organization structure is the outline of authority and responsibility relationship among the different job positions. It mainly it will be there are two dimensions of in organization or in its structure. One is vertical dimension, the other one is horizontal dimension. Vertical dimension is something like the vertical structure is planned to facilitate the superiors to implement control over the work of the subordinate. Basically it is called as the tall structure. And horizontal dimension, it will be mainly focusing on cooperation and coordination among employees working at the same level of authority. So that is flat structure or horizontal structure. So how what are the things which will be there in a vertical dimension, as more standardized products or services will be produced on a large scale, and basically it will be using mass production system or well established technologies. So in such environment, this vertical dimension or vertical structures will work out. These are characterized by specialization of task, chain of command, formal reporting relationship, grouping of individuals into department, upward and downward communication. So this is about the tall structure. Now coming to the flat structure. In this one, as I told, it is mainly based on the uh, dimension that it is the cooperation and coordination among employees is the basis for such a type of structure. It is good for those companies who are making differentiated products, medium-sized manufacturing and service industry, and non-profit organization can go with this structure. The characteristic of this type of horizontal dimension is sharing of the task, sharing of information, decentralized decision making, and focus on learning. When you need more control, we will be going for tall structure. When it should be little more decentralized decision making things, or focus should be on the learning procedures, then it will be recommendable for a flat structure. We had seen forward linkages and backward linkages. Similarly, we have something called forward relationship and backward relationship in strategy and structure. In forward relationship, the structure has an impact on the strategy, and in backward, the strategy is influenced by the structure. So based on the relationship, how it is being done, there are two. One is forward relationship, in which the structure is having an impact on implementation. Backward relationship, the implementation is being impacted by the structure, or the strategy is being influenced by the structure. So these are the things which are coming under strategy and structure. And the next one is, what are the different types of structures which are there in a new organization, or which are the different types of organization structure. We told about the dimension. There are two. One is tall structure, the other one is flat structure, or vertical and horizontal dimensions. Now we are in detail seeing what are the different types of structure, organization structures, which are there in a organization. The first one is an entrepreneurial structure, second one functional structure, third divisional, strategic business unit structure, metric structure, network structure, and the last one being virtual organization. So let's see each one in detail. So first one, entrepreneurial structure. It will be like this. There will be an owner or a manager who will be managing all the employees. There are advantages as well as disadvantages. This is the most simplest form of organization structure. And in this one, it is mainly suitable for organization which is owned and managed by one person. So there are advantages, like it is very simple, quick decision making, because only there is no need for any um, meetings to be done, or to consult with anyone. It is since the decisions are made by the owner or the manager, is quick decision making is processing is possible. It ensures centralized control over the entire business. It is flexible. And disadvantages, basically the owner or the manager is overburdened. There is only little scope of growth. Employees feel little insecure, and certain strategic issues may not be looked upon in a detailed manner. So that is all about entrepreneurial structure. Now, next one is functional structure. So this is where we have different functions which are specialized in that particular area, which is dealing with that particular thing. So once you have started, and once it is getting in the growth stage, it is where expansion starts. It is very important to give specialization of task and delegation of authority. So in that scenario, functional structure will come into play. It is suitable for medium-sized firms having limited number of products. For example, the functions can be like sales and marketing, production, human resource, finance, research and development, and purchasing. So the process of functional differentiation may continue through successive level in hierarchy. There is different levels, if you can see. So this is mainly used for medium level organization. So the first one was entrepreneurial structure, second one is functional structure. What are the advantages and disadvantages? You can look in any of the textbooks or in the notes once it is given to you. So the next structure is, so I hope you understood what it is. Next structure is divisional structure. Okay, in the previous one, it was a single product, but the numbers are going, and like the size of the organization is in growth stage. So we are moving from entrepreneurial to functional. In divisional structures, when the company expands to new products or geographical area, functional structure won't work out. In that situation, we will have divisional organization structure. In divisional organization structure, it will be divided into several divisions on the basis of geographical area, types of customer, and the product line which they are serving. Each division is self-contained in terms of manufacturing and marketing facilities, and the divisional manager will be responsible for the efficient and profitable working of the division. So that is about divisional. So first one was entrepreneurial, second one functional, and third one divisional. Now let us see the next one, which is called as strategic business unit structure. In this one, a strategic unit, business unit implies an independently managed division of a large company having its own vision, mission, objective, whose planning is done separately from other businesses of the company. Okay, so there will be a parent company and there will be strategic business units which will be coming under that main corporate one. So the mission and objective of the divisions are both distinct from the parent enterprise and elemental to the long-term performance of the enterprise. In strategic business unit, if you check, each one will have their own ways of managing things, and the basically, since it is in different from the parent thing, their engagement will be more different. And here there is a combined planning treatment which will be there. And the task may include analysis of a variety of businesses which are being performed. There are advantages and disadvantages strategic business unit, so that you can see in your notes. So that is about strategic business unit structure. So entrepreneurial, functional, divisional, and SBU, that is strategic business unit structure. There will be a parent company and there will be different strategic business unit. Under that there may be different divisions based on product line or geographical area. uh, Next one, for example, we can tell like Bosch, which is the parent company, which is having different strategic business units like Myco and things like that. Okay, so that is about strategic business unit structure. Next one is metric structure. Metric structure is a company structure in which the reporting relationships are set up as a grid or metrics rather than in traditional hierarchy. There will be both a functional manager and product manager. Functional manager will be here. The product manager will be, or project manager will be in different levels. So this is called metrics, where there is grid which is being formed. In metrics organization, instead of choosing between lining up staff along the functional, geographic, or product line, management has both. Both the lining is there as well as your functional thing is also there. So that's all about metric structure. And next one is called as network structure. So entrepreneurial, functional, divisional, strategic business unit, metrics, and next one network structure. Networking organization is one that is created around a central organization that has a relationship and arrangement with some other organizations to perform functions like designing, manufacturing, marketing, etc. for the central organization on a contractual basis. A networking organization is called as boundaryless organization, as the central organization has relationship and arrangement with many business partners beyond its own boundary lines. So, okay, that is about network organization. In some way or the other, it is similar to virtual organization. In this one, there will be a central organization which will be doing only focusing on the main aspects of their area of expertise, and they will be approaching two different other companies in order to get things done, like design company, manufacturing company, distribution, accounts, financial company, and transport company. So such type of network which is being formed, in which things are happening, is called network structural organization. There is one more thing called virtual organization. It is something related to, or it is an extension of network structure. The virtual organization consists of a network of independent companies, suppliers, customers, or even competitors linked together to share skills, costs, markets, and rewards, that it is working in a virtual organization. Especially if you are seeing there are many software technical organizations which gives only technical support to many different companies. They don't have any office space. They will be giving they will be taking up a particular job and they will be finishing it. And sometimes companies use a virtual approach to harness the talents and energies of the best people for a particular job, rather than trying to develop those capability in house. So it is called virtual organization. These people will be working for you, but they are not with you as a organization, or they are not an organization. It is just to complete that particular project or that particular task which you are getting associated with that particular organization. That is called virtual organization. So in today's module, so that's all about today's class. So in today's class, we have learned what you mean by structural implementation, and what are the different structures which are there: entrepreneurial structure, functional structure, divisional structure, strategic business unit structure, metrics, network structure, and the virtual organization. Hope you understood. And we just looked upon what do you mean by flat structure, and what is tall structure, or vertical dimension and horizontal dimension of organization structure. So that's all about structural implementation. In case you have any doubts, please feel free to contact. Thank you.